So hey y'all, I'm in downtown Paducah. I'm actually working. I have on my Craving the Curls shirt. When I posted my video where Randy and I showed you around downtown Paducah when we came out to dinner and drinks, everybody wanted to see more. So here I am. I'm working. We're not busy, so I stepped outside. My daughter's in there working, and I told her, if you get busy, if you need me, text me, I'll come right back. But I'm going to walk around in downtown Paducah and show you all around. So the street that I'm on, that Craving the Curls is on, is called Market House Square. So there's cobblestone streets in downtown Paducah on 2 streets, and then Craving the Curls is right behind me. So this is McLaren Manor. They're right next door to me. Here's me at Craving the Curls. This is McLaren Manor. Super cute women's clothing boutique. Then we have Downtown Classic Tattoo. Super cool tattoo parlor. Always busy. They're killing it in there. And then there is Bricolage, local Paducah art, t-shirts. I don't know. It's an eclectic little place. Yeah, art collective. Bricolage Art Collective. And then this whole thing is going to be a new restaurant. Used to be a restaurant called Shandy's. They closed down during COVID, and oh, we are so excited that they are opening something new. Ooh, let's take a peek inside. Wow. Now we're at the corner, which this great restaurant's going to be. And I know all the scoop on the restaurant because I know the owner, but I don't think I can share it just yet. But they're shooting for late summer to be open, and we cannot wait. So I can go right and head to the river, or I can go left and head into downtown Paducah. But since I'm on a time limit, I think I'm going to head right and just show you around that way. So this is Market House Square, where I just came from. And this is the famous Red Yak in downtown Paducah. So we have the big red yak, decoupage pig, the original Market House Theater. So on one end is the art center, and on the other end of the building is the theater itself. So this is the other side of Market House Square. So Market House Square truly is a square. The streets surround the Market House itself. A lot of noise in downtown Paducah. It's a beautiful day. Lots of people are out, and it is 1 o'clock on a Tuesday. Schools are not out around here, so it's a little bit quiet, but 2 more weeks and all the local schools are out, and you cannot stir the people with a stick. But for now, it's fairly quiet. So this is Max's Brick Oven Restaurant. Let's head over here. Max's is a dinner-only restaurant. Super cool. They do everything in a brick oven, and then they have this huge outdoor eating area. And at Max's, reservations are recommended because they are usually packed. I don't know if you can see that, but here's a little sneak peek of their menu. I've never had anything bad here. It's all fantastic. Then heading up the street, we come to Kirchhoff's Deli and Bakery. Kirchhoff's has 2 parts. They have a deli that's open during the day for lunch. I think it closes at 2. And then there's the bakery section, which is open, I think, until 5, early morning until 5. So Kirchhoff's is the place to go if you want, well, the bakery is the place to go. If you want cookies, pastries, cinnamon buns, homemade bread, homemade dog treats. They make custom cookies, which I have ordered so many times. When my girls had birthday parties, I would always go to Kirchhoff's and get custom made cookies in some sort of a theme for them, and it's all fantastic. So any kind of goodie, pastry, sweet, or bread you're looking for, you need to go to Kirchhoff's. And a little fact, if you're not from Paducah, most of the restaurants in downtown Paducah, if they serve any kind of specialty bread or burgers or on these special buns, it all comes from Kirchhoff's. So next to Kirchhoff's is Etc. Coffee House. They have coffee, bubble tea, all that type of thing. Your typical coffee house. Then gonna head down the street a little bit to the, basically this is all Market House property. Market House, again, is this brick building right here that we're walking around. They have a museum on one side, which is where we are. This is all like classrooms and dance studios for the Market House. And here we are at the theater itself. The historic Market House Theater. This is Paducah's local community theater, and this is the street that Craving the Curls is down. That lovely building is the Carson Center for the Performing Arts. That's where we get Broadway shows, musicals, all sorts of high dollar productions, and the facility is absolutely stunning. Find somebody sitting on these little benches in front of the Market House Theater, just hanging out. This is the place to be when there is something going on at the community center or the Performing Arts Center. It is just unbelievable, all the people that are in downtown Paducah, and we are so pro arts here. It is fantastic. Let's keep going. We're gonna head toward the river, and I'm sorry if it's windy, y'all. I wasn't prepared to make this video, so I didn't bring my microphone or my windscreen. I just came outside and started filming. But we're gonna walk downtown. I'm gonna show you some more of the murals on the flood wall, including my mama. Paducah is so beautiful this time of year. All the grass is growing and the trees are blooming and the flowers are popping open, and the air is today warm, but we don't have all the humidity yet, so it's nice. I think right now it's about 83 degrees. Whew. And I'm out here walking around in the sunshine. Y'all, I should be inside rolling ice cream, but I'm talking to y'all. Because Paducah is located where the Ohio River meets the Tennessee River, the river industry here is tremendous. I know so many people that work on the river, and so we have this Maritime Education Center, which is really cool. Schools take field trips down there. You can go inside and learn all kinds of things. But let's go see my mama on the flood wall. We have this train down here also because Paducah back in the day was huge in the railroad industry, and I honestly think it still is. So this big train is next to the flood wall. While I'm walking, I'll tell you a funny story. All right, that's not funny, just a story. I grew up next to the train tracks. My mom and dad, when they first got married, built a brand new house next to the train tracks. And so growing up, that's what I heard probably 10 times a day. A massive train, just like this one, flying by our house with the conductor honking his horn. It was something. But honestly, I just got so used to it, I don't even think I even heard it anymore. When I would have girlfriends over to spend the night, they would be scared to death. And, you know, come flying out of bed in the middle of the night when the conductor would honk his horn, because he had to pass over like where the street was, and they would freak out. You know what? Oh, here we are. Here's my mom. I couldn't find her. Isn't this flood wall so impressive? Every one of these murals was hand painted, and Paducah did a lot of work in recent years to not update the murals, but make sure that they weren't faded or damaged. Restored them. Yes, kept them restored. But this is the mural that houses my mother. This is the mural honoring Baptist Hospital. Did y'all see anybody you think that's my mom? Well, I'll show you. My mama is that lady right there, the woman with the beehive hairdo, working as a lab technician. Back when I was little, my mom used to work at Baptist Hospital as a lab technician, and so she is on the mural in downtown Paducah, which is so cool. I love to tell people that my mom is on the mural, but when I was little, I can remember going into the hospital with her, down into the lab, and I was It was so cool to see all of the equipment and the machinery and the vials of blood and body parts that were being analyzed after surgery. I used to go down there and I knew all the women that my mother worked with, and I spent a lot of time in the laboratory. I don't know if I was technically supposed to be down there, but it was. But how cool is that my mom is on the flood wall? So let's head back up along the train. I don't have time to walk the entire length of the flood wall because that would take me a while. It's pretty long. But I'm going to give you a peek of the river, what's on the other side of this flood wall, and then we're going to walk back up Broadway. I'll show you some more restaurants and shops, and then I probably better get back to Craving the Curls. This is the foot of Broadway, the Ohio River. You all can see all the barges and the tugboats. We have a stage down here where we have little concerts and things that go on. And you can drive yourself right into the water if you want to. In my other video, I showed you all that you could drive right to the water, and everybody was like, why the heck would it be that way? And it's because so many people come down here and launch their boats into the river or take their boats out of the river. The Coast Guard comes and goes from here. Emergency vehicles come and go from here. So it's just known that the foot of Broadway is wide open. You literally can drive yourself right into the water. Okay, let's head back up through the flood wall. But isn't that really cool? We have picnic tables, there's all kinds of seating areas, and people just love to come look at the river. More of the Maritime Education Center. This is called Water Street because it is the street that is parallel to the water. And the flood wall. I want to point out this mural specifically because Paducah is known for its riverboat tourist industry. We have so many river boats that stop here, paddle boats, throughout the year, loaded with people. And the paddle boat stop, they are greeted by the people that wear the red jackets. They're like the welcome wagon to Paducah. And they're people who know everything about Paducah, but they greet the passengers that come off of the river boats and the paddle boats, and those people can spend a day here. They can be here overnight. Every boat line kind of has its own schedule, but all of the businesses in downtown Paducah have the boat schedule, so we know when they're coming. A lot of tourist activity in downtown Paducah. Somebody did some sidewalk chalk drawing. Oh, look! How cute! Looks like maybe a little school came down here and did that. Well, that's adorable. This is the River Discovery Center. Everything is based on water down here. Okay, getting hot, y'all. I'm starting to sweat. Not cool, because I'm in my work clothes. I'm going to head her back to Craving the Curls. But we're going to go up Broadway. This spot right here is where I was standing when I filmed the video where Randy and I went to dinner right before we went into Barrel and Bond. This is the corner I was on. You'll be able to see the cars if anybody's going to do it. This is where the cars can go directly down to the foot of Broadway. Barrel and Bond, a bourbon bar. With love from Kentucky. Y'all, don't have time to go in, but this is so cute. A little gift shop. We'll go in. She's waving at us. I'm just sticking my head in. I'm filming a YouTube video. I hope you don't mind. I had a video that came out today where I looked in the window and people asked me to go walk around, so that's what I'm doing. Cute, cute, cute. So if you all hear music, there's always a guy on the corner playing like a, what do you call it, electric piano and singing. Always. He moves around, but he's always here. So this is the art gallery. You all can see all this stuff in the other video. Paducah Convention and Visitors Bureau. And this is Doe's. So you can go up Broadway. There's about 5 blocks that are considered downtown Paducah, and I'm down on the 2nd block right now, but it just goes on and on. There I am, Craving the Curls. So let's go this way. There is the Paducah Art Guild, which is right next door to us, Craving the Curls. It is where local artists can showcase their arts. The Bully Gorilla, which is a nighttime place. It's a bar, y'all. Really cool bar. Lots of people hang out in there. This is what we call a pocket park. There was a building back here during the day. I don't know what happened to it, but they just kind of made this a little pocket park with plants, and it's a great place for people to sit. And this is Paducah Axe. They're closed during the day, but it is an axe throwing bar. And then they have a huge outdoor, super cool eating and drink area. Paducah Axe. Okay. This place is hopping on the weekends. And then we get down to more restaurants. This is outdoor seating for Cynthia's. Apparently she's closed tonight for a private event. And this. She always has the prettiest flowers out here. And that's kind of it, because Tribeca, which was one of my favorite places, is not here anymore, unfortunately. And the end of the block is Jennings and Associates, financial advisors. Y'all made me work up a sweat. But I'm back at Craving the Curls. That was my little stroll in downtown Paducah, walking around the two historic district streets, and on the two streets where I took you, all the buildings are on the National Historic Registry, which is super cool. They've all been renovated and restored. Most have businesses in them, and Paducah, downtown Paducah, is thriving. So I hope you enjoyed my stroll in downtown Paducah. I better get back to work before I get in trouble. I might get fired, y'all. But Craving the Curls is now open 6 days a week. We are on summer hours. We open every day at noon, and we're here until 9 and 10 o'clock at night, depending on the day, but we're always closed on Monday. So if you plan to come to downtown Paducah, check our Facebook page, see what's going on. You can see our flavor of the week, see our hours, and I might be here when you stop in. I would love to see you. See you later.